Was good. Was good. Was up? Was up? 1999's motion picture movie. Was up? That weak ass movie. What's good, everyone? What's good? Yeah, you guys see the title? Yeah, I'm about to leave tomorrow. About to be on my flight tomorrow. Yeah, I'm kind of happy I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. I fucking hate the South. I fucking hate the South. This fucking sucks. My dad's telling me, oh, you should move out here. You should move out here. And he's like, you can't stay with me, but you can move out here. I'm like, why the fuck would I move out here if you tell? First of all, I don't even want to stay with you, but like, if I can't stay with you, like, why the fuck am I gonna move out here? So it's cheaper to move out here. No, it's not that it's cheaper to move out here. It's you just can't afford to live over there. And he can afford to live over there. He just doesn't like to fucking spend a lot of money. And he just likes the area and shit. Because there's a lot of like African community, Nigerians out here and shit. But I hate this place so much. Like I can't wait to get the fuck home. Ain't shit here. Ain't shit here. Yeah. But this video I'm gonna be on my little rant. And if you don't like my rants, then just you might want to just click off this fucking video because I'm gonna get real disrespectful right now. I'm gonna get real disrespectful. Sometimes I get disrespectful. Sometimes I'm nice. Sometimes I'm this. Sometimes I just make videos about. This channel is about whatever the fuck I want to make it. Everybody trying to live a certain lifestyle and shit. Oh, you should make videos about this. Oh, like there's somebody that came on my channel a few months ago. This bitch ass nigga talking about why are you making videos about things that aren't important? Like, first of all, bitch, I'm not getting paid from YouTube, you stupid motherfucker. So I make videos of however the fuck I want to make videos. I don't have to answer to nobody. I'm not monetized, so I don't have to talk a certain way to keep my monetization. I'm not under any type of overhead or nothing. So, bitch, I can make my videos however the fuck I want to make my videos. If you don't like the content, then go fucking leave. Why the fuck you come on my channel telling me I should talk about something important, bitch. Like, bitch, whatever I'm talking about is important. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about it. If you don't like it, click the fuck off. Like, why would I go on a Barbie channel and complain about, oh, this is Barbie? You're talking about Barbie and fucking figurines and all this collectible. It's stupid. It's not important. Like, it is important to him. That's why he's talking about it. If it's not important to me, I'm not going to fucking watch it, dumbass. But you got stupid people who come on this channel with that fucking Jewish mind trying to like project that shit onto me. Like, I'm supposed to act this way. I'm supposed to act that way. But yet, bitch, acting that way and acting this way, what the fuck has it gotten you? It hasn't got you shit, nigga. You still a regular ass person. You still got a regular ass mind. You're a regular ass nigga. You have regular situations. Bitch, I don't want to be like you. Get the fuck out of here. Telling me like what I need to do or I need to live up to some fucking fake ass standard. Bitch, fuck you. Anytime somebody wants you to live up to a standard, you need to ask themselves, what standard are they measuring you by? Because it obviously isn't their standard, because if it was their standard, they wouldn't even be talking to you because they'll be in a position of power to create standards. So if they're talking about you need to be some type of person, they want you to live to a fucking standard. And what standard is that? That's the Jewish standard, the Mason standard, the people who created the system. Because you're the average person, 99% of people are fucking idiots. They don't know shit. So anything that comes to their mind on how you should act, they got it from their master. Like a dog can only know how to sit from its master. You teach a dog how to sit. So when a human being who doesn't know shit, which is 99.9% of humans, when they tell you how to act, they're only learning that from their masters. They learn how to sit from their fucking masters. So bitch, don't tell me how to act. And you're not even fucking living in a living example on how to act, bitch, because you ain't no millionaire. You ain't no fucking big corporate owner or whatever the fuck that the system says you should be to be of excellence. Fucking idiot. So you're not even living by your own standard. You see how like I can eat. This is why like anybody who comes and trolls my channel is a fucking idiot, or who says some stupid shit, they're an idiot. Most people are just fucking retarded in this world. You got to understand that everybody's an idiot. When I say everybody, I'll say like 99.9% of people. And if you're offended by that, you think I'm doing too much, then you're an idiot as well. 99.9% of people are fucking dumb. And the reason they're dumb, I'm not saying they're dumb because they're naturally dumb. Actually, I take that back. Some are naturally dumb, but most of it is to do with programming. And the other part of it has to do with just the way their brain is created, the way their blood flows, the way their genetics are. Because genetically, you can be a retard. This is why there's so many. This is why have you ever like walked to somebody, you try to tell them the truth, and they never understand the truth. The reason they can't understand the truth is because the way their brain is structured, the way their blood flow is, their genetics, they're a fucking retard. It's like you have a person who's autistic. You see those autistic ass crackers, that retarded ass cracker, like they look retarded. You could just tell by the look. They look fucking retarded. Like they had too many government injections and too many GMO in their body, so they end up being fucking retarded because they have a little like look on their face. There's different levels to that. There's the autism and retardation is the worst, is the lowest. That's the evident. But then you have mid-range, which is like the person who works at UPS or who works at fucking like the government office. Like they're a retard. They're fucking stupid because they can't, anytime you try to tell them truth, they will deny it. And they can't help it. Like I used to think, like, why don't they find the truth? And I used to think that they just choose. No, some people don't choose to be ignorant. Some people, they're genetically, like their blood flow, the way their brain and cranium, the way it's structured, they're a fucking idiot and they can't process thought the way we can process it. So this is like a mid-range retard. So these people are like in government, and even some of these people are spiritual, like 80, I'll say 95% of the spiritual community is mid-range retard. This is why you see those stupid niggers with the seashells on their dreads. Why you gotta put a dirty, nasty ass seashell on your fucking nasty ass, crusty dreads, you stupid ass nigga, wearing a fucking skirt and a unk like you some fucking nigger in Egypt? That ugly ass, weak ass shit, you stupid fuck. Get the fuck out of here with that weak ass shit. That's what you call a mid-range retarded nigger. They wear seashells on their raggedy, dusty dreads. They wear a fucking skirt and an unk, and they think they fucking Egyptian because they're a fucking stupid nigger. That's a mid-range retard. They're a couple steps above an autistic retard. An autistic retard, that's the person who got too many government injections, and they were spiritually weak, so those government injections make them a fucking retard. But then you got mid-range retards, which genetically they're fucking retarded, and the GMO injections, but they're not as weak as their autism people. So they're able to hold their own, but at the same time, they could only work for the government. So these are the same stupid ass niggas you see on TikTok complaining that they're laying me off. They're laying, bitch, they laying, why the fuck you care if they laying you off, bitch? Go create your own job. Why do you care if they shut off your fucking water, bitch? Learn how to create your own system of water. Why do you care if they fucking raising the food prices, bitch? Be a breatharian and learn how to grow your own fucking food. If you don't want to do that, then shut the fuck up and acquiesce with the fucking program, you bitch ass nigga. So you gotta understand, like, this world we live in, everyone's a retard, everyone's stupid. And these mid-range retards, they can't understand and grasp. Like me, at the end of the day, I'm not a retard at all. This is why I don't complain about shit, really. I complain about how stupid people are, but that's it. I don't complain about the shit that you see other niggas complain about, because I actually have a solution. And I actually give people the solution and live my fucking life. I just speak the way I do just to let people know what's going on. But at the same time, I am a mid-range retard, so therefore I'm not gonna have the same complaints like other people. Like you see, even, and I'm gonna break down different types of retards, and because we got the autistic retard, which we all know that's evident. They're the ones they come at you like, and then you can't laugh at them. Like, you know how many times I tried to hold my fucking laughter in and shit, and you don't want to laugh. I'm like, nigga, fuck that nigga's a fucking piece of shit. You give a fuck about that nigga. That's like the lowest level retard. Then you got the mid-range retards, nigga. The government motherfuckers. Those government motherfuckers, and there's people who like are into spirituality. These type of retards, it's like they can't. Anytime you talk to these people and you try to tell them something, like tell them some truth or some knowledge, they will never get it. So from now, what I do with these people, how I deal with these people, I blatantly be just like I act like I'm dumb to a lot of these people. Like, I don't act like, one thing about it, you have to act dumb in this life. You can't be too smart. Like, even when, like, the last time the cop came to me and he searched my shit, I was acting dumb. I was like acting like I don't know shit. And I was like, well, okay, officer. And he's like, can I search your car? Like, yeah, you can search it. And I remember, like, when he searched my car, my car stunk hella bad because I didn't shower like in fucking like 30 days or some shit. Because like I don't even really I shower sometimes, but I don't really shower and shit. Like I have a whole bunch of clothes. I'm about to sell all my clothes on eBay. But I don't haven't showered. I showered yesterday, but I haven't showered like in 30 days. And when the cops, this was like a couple months ago, and the cops searched me, he was all looking at me and talking to me, and then this nigga's like, he didn't. I could tell he knew I smell hella bad, and then he's like, "Can I search your car?" And then like he's like, "Okay," and then he went to go try to search my car, and I could tell it smelled hella bad, and he didn't search it. And I was talking to him and shit, and I was just asking him dumbass questions and shit like, am I going to jail or this? I was just acting like a little child and shit, like asking him dumb questions, and he just let me go and shit. And he's like, hurry up, just go, just make sure you take care of this warrant you have or whatever. Because I guess I had some little ass warrant. Like I didn't take care of that fucking shit. I ain't taking care of that crap, nigga. Fuck this stupid ass system, nigga. And he's all look. You could tell he knew I smelled bad, and I was like, good, nigga. I'm glad I'm uncomfortable. I'm glad I'm making you uncomfortable, nigga. That's how you get back. Because he didn't even search my car because it smelled hella bad, and he wanted to hurry up and end the conversation and shit. Because I like, cause when I go on well, I'll go into another video. This video is about fucking people though, but yeah, I'm about to go full monk mode. I'm about to sell all my clothes on eBay. Eventually, not right now because I'm not full Breatharian. I am going to be getting the fuck up out of this country, and I'm gonna my end goal is to create a wellness healing center in Africa to teach people qigong, fasting, and healing without the other shit. So that's my end goal. And I'm done with the system. I don't give a shit about the system. I have no respect for anybody in the system. I remember it's to a point where I deliberately don't even shower. I wear the same shit, and I can pay, like you guys know I got hell in my. I'll show you guys. I got my dad's about to send me like $1,000 in my wallet, my crypto wallet. Well, I owed him $1,000, but he's like, you don't got to pay me back. Just fucking I owed him it like a year ago, but he's like, you don't have to pay me back. Just I'm gonna just put that $1,000 you're gonna give me into the wallet. So I'm gonna put that money in the wallet and then let that money grow. Shit, nigga, and then I'm just gonna chill and I'm good. I'm out of here. Once I get my money up, I'm getting out of this fucking country. I'm getting out of this country, and not even when I become full breatharian, because I don't want to go to another country. And I don't want to be dependent on shit. Like that's my main goal is to not be dependent on shit. I don't want shit. I don't need shit. And I love this life because I save a lot of money and I have a lot of peace. I don't have a lot of overhead. I don't have a lot of bills. I don't have shit because I don't give a fuck about shit really. So it's a very peaceful life, and I don't give a fuck about shit. And you see all these niggas, they look at me like, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? At the end of the day, if you're not a millionaire, then you can't tell me shit. You're a fucking idiot. If you're trying to tell me that I need to be a certain way, or why aren't you acquiescing to the system? You can kiss my fucking ass if you're not a millionaire, because at the end of the day, making $1 million is not even hard if you say that you're part of the system. So ain't nobody can tell me what I'm doing right or what I'm doing wrong if you're not a millionaire. And even if you're a millionaire, you still a weak ass nigga, because I bet you if you lost that millions of dollars, you'll kill yourself. I bet you need money to make you happy. I bet you need to if you wore a shirt at Walmart, you'll probably feel sad and depressed. Because you've been wearing so much Gucci and designer clothes, you can't even wear Nike because it doesn't feel right. Because you've been wearing too much designer. So this is why you see a lot of these rich people, they're so fucking miserable, they ain't shit. I see it with my own eyes. I'm not just saying this because I see this shit. Like you could tell they're fucking miserable. They're not happy because they need to have money. They need to have, and most of these rich people, they don't even have time to even spend their money. You know how many people die with millions of dollars in their bank account, and the moment that they die, because when you die, it comes sudden. You don't know when you're gonna die. It comes sudden most of the time. So these people, they save up like $10-15 million. Oh, I'm gonna invest. I'm gonna have generational wealth, and they don't even end up spending that money. They end up working their whole fucking life to make $10 million, and it's just sitting in their bank account, and they didn't really spend it. They were spending their life working to some end goal that never came because they died. So like the whole life, the money was just for show. And that's what I see. Like everybody just wants to have an image. Like you'll even see people on the spiritual. I'm not gonna name any names, but you see people on this. Well, I'm not even gonna say this because if I say it, then some people they're gonna know who I'm talking about, and I'm not trying to start no beef or nothing. Because I don't fuck with everybody in the spiritual community. I fuck with Moody Mercury. I fuck with Inside 11 and Jackie New, and there's a few others I fuck with. But there's certain people I don't fuck with, and I don't want to say nothing because I'm not trying to spit no drama, no beef. But yeah, most people they just want to have an image. Like they'll end up doing something. Like rich people do certain shit to show they're rich. These people will do this. This is what I'm gonna say. These people will do what rich people do, but they don't get the benefit. Like for example, a rich person will go invest $10,000 to make 50,000. A broke ass regular person that's trying to have an image on YouTube will invest $10,000 just to be down $7,000. But in their mind, they're like, well, at least people think that I look rich because I made a video saying I invested $20,000. You see what I'm saying? Like they want to have an image that they're somebody, but yet the results, they don't add up. How can you say you haven't? How can, like, it's just weird. Like, how can you invest so much money in the Matrix just to have an image? Like, it's crazy. And this is why I say this world ain't shit. This world ain't shit. But coming, I'm glad I came down here because it made me realize a certain. I did a lot of soul searching, I guess they want to call it. Like I found a lot of. It made me realize a lot of shit because when you're in a different region of the world or a different location, you're able to. The air is different. The energies are different, so you come up with different thoughts and you come up with different like emotions and ways of seeing shit. And I learned a lot of shit while I'm out here, and it made me just realize like I don't fuck with this system. I don't fuck with the system. And I understand why Nature Boy wanted to get the fuck up out of America and leave. And it's funny how they forced that nigga back to America. Like, I don't agree with Nature Boy's doctrine or shit, but I do agree that he got the fuck up out of this country. And it's fucked up how he left this country and then they forced him back into this country. Like, he couldn't leave the country. He was banned. And then he ended up getting caught up for some shit in America. And the place that he got cut up was in fucking nigger Atlanta. The worst fucking place on earth. Like, this is literally the worst place I've fucking been to. I hate this fucking place. I don't mind living in California and paying fucking $3,000 for us one bedroom if it means me not living out here. Like, I don't give a fuck how nice the house is out here. I ain't live. My dad tell me, oh, you should come live out here, but you can't stay with me. First of all, I didn't even ask I want to stay with you. And second, if at least if I'm gonna come out here, shit, if I can't stay with you, then why the fuck I gotta come out here? And he's like, because it's cheaper. And I said, like, no, it's not cheaper. It's just when people move out here, it's not because it's cheaper when people move from California. It's just they're too incompetent to find a way to make money. So therefore, they have to move out here. Because at the end of the fucking day, ain't shit really cheaper out here. Like, $1,000, $1,500 for a room is still fucking too much for a fucking room. If you want to get technical. So if I'm able to afford $1,500 for a room, why don't I just get my hustle up and then double that, and then I can afford a $3,000? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck am I? It doesn't make no sense. Like, I don't run away from my problem. I deal with the problem. And first of all, and second or third of all, I'm fucking breatharian, so I don't give a shit where I stay at because I don't need anything. So I'm gonna stay where I like. If I and I told him, like, if I leave California, I'm gonna go to Nigeria and I'm gonna live there because I'm a full African. Like, I'm not no Anunnaki fucking American. I'm not no Anunnaki African voodoo American. So don't call me no African voodoo Anunnaki American because I'm not that. I'm a full-blooded African Nigerian. Don't call me none of that shit because I actually have a title. I have a nationality. I'm not just a goddamn color crayon that ain't shit. So they have to create black excellence. There ain't no such thing as black excellence. You mean, am I measured up to the Jewish Mason standards? And if I am, then that's black excellence. I'm not that shit, nigga. I'm my own excellence, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. And this noisy ass truck needs to hurry up and get the fuck up out of here, man. You gotta annoy me. Shit's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna have to get out of here, man. This shit is getting annoying. This fucking dumbass nigga parked this big raggedy ass truck here, making all this fucking noise, dude. Come on, I'm trying to make a video here and you doing this bullshit. God damn. Shit is fucking annoying, man. Like, for real. But I'm just sick and tired. Like, what coming? Like, one thing I realized, like, I'm just tired of people, man. Like, I hate this shit so much. I hate this. Like, when I say I hate this shit, like, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. I'm perfect. It's just I hate fucking people in general, man. Like, I hate people. I hate this matrix. I'm sick of it. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, I literally want to go fucking to another country and just live in the fucking wilderness and just be alone. Don't get me wrong. I'll come to the city to go handle my business. It's not like I'm like straight up, but like if I have to go handle my business, or because right now I'm not a full on breatharian, so I eat probably on average about 2.5 times a day, or one time every 2 days. On average, that's how much I eat. Is on average probably once every 2 days, or 1.5 times every 2 days. So I'm not full breatharian, but in a few years when I get to full breatharian, like I literally want to get the fuck up out of here. Like, I swear, I want to get out of here. I hate this place. I hate fucking people because it's like everybody has that same Jewish mind. Every time I see a fucking stupid ass person, I see a Jew and I see a Mason. And any black person, any nigger or any fucking cracker or anybody that wants to say that the government or any Mason or Jew is stupid, you need to fucking chop your head off. The average Mason and Jewish person is more intelligent than the average stupid nigger and cracker. If you're not onto anything what I'm saying or anything that people like me are saying, a Jew and a Mason is more intelligent than you, and you have no right to sit there and say they stupid because nigga, you fucking in they shit, doing they shit. You may say, well, you're in their shit too, but bitch, I'm getting rid of fucking eating and sleeping. I'm getting rid of that shit. I'm teaching people how to get rid of that shit. So, nigga, all these other niggas, they complaining that I can't fuck, I can't eat, I can't sleep. I need this. The water is this, or fucking food prices, and we need to make our communities better for black people. Nigga, all the black people need to just fucking die off and get killed and shit through gang violence. And I can give a fuck, nigga, because we need to get rid of the fucking the people holding this system back from evolving. So any motherfucker that has something to say about, oh, the government, they don't know what they're doing. Like, there's a stupid ass cracker bitch, this dumb ass, old ass cracker bitch talk about, oh, the government doesn't know what they're doing. They keep raising inflation. We have idiots in office. It's like, motherfucker, they're not an idiot. They're in office and you're sitting here in your position, you stupid ass. Obviously, they're not an idiot like you think they are. The real idiot is you not seeing them for who they are. That's the real idiot. Dumbass. How does somebody who creates a whole system, a whole infrastructure, I'm not saying they're smart because they ain't smart, but when you compare them to the average person who complains about the government, the average person who complains about the government that's trying to vote, that still believes in Jesus Christ, you're more stupid than a Mason or Jew because they created all that shit that you were talking about, you fucking idiot. So you can't complain. Dumbass. And then they have the audacity to feel like they're somebody. Like, bitch, you ain't nobody. You a piece of shit. You a piece of shit. A POS. Like, for real. Sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of this fucking world. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, I literally, like, it's to a point where I didn't. This is the first time I'm telling you guys this, but like, I don't even shower. I shower once a month. I don't give a, and it's the reason I do that because I don't give a fuck about shit. I don't give a fuck about shit anymore. They're like, the only thing I care about is me being on my path, and that's it. I don't give a fuck. I remember this nigga, he got mad at me like last month. He got mad at me. He was like, nigga, you fucking stink. You need to leave. And I was like, nigga, do something about it, bitch ass nigga. It was an old ass nigga. It's like, you fucking stink. You know they have soap for that. I'm like, nigga, shut your old ass up, nigga. Are you gonna buy me some? And when he said that, I was like, I'm glad I made you uncomfortable. That's one of the reasons I do it, to make you uncomfortable. I want to show you motherfuckers I don't fuck with you, nigga. I'll show you I fucking stink. The only time I'll shower is if I'm about to go fuck some bitch or somebody I met. Then I'll go take a shower and clean up and put some nice clothes on. But if I'm just chilling like regular, I'm gonna show you because I don't give a fuck about this system. I don't give a fuck about this world or nothing. If I gotta impress somebody or I'm trying to get something from somebody, like a handout, or I'm trying to impress somebody or like whatever, then I'll shower and dress up. But like other than that, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a shit. Like I respect, like if anything, I respect the monk more than I respect the stupid fucking conscious spiritual person. I respect a monk more than that, because at least a monk, they're actually more intelligent. They're actually trying to get out of their desires. A dumb conscious person, all they do is work at fucking In-N-Out Burger and complain about how everybody at their job is a bot. But yet you're still working at that same job in 2024. Bitch, if you work in a job in 2024, you're a scumbag. Even the fucking jobs are telling you we don't fuck with you no more. The job, the corporations and the owners, they don't want you working for them no more. That's why they're making it so hard to find a job, and they're fucking laying everybody off, bitch, because they don't want you to work. And they're hoping that you have common sense to find another way to make money, because we're going into a new time. But you stupid niggas don't get the fucking memo. Wake the fuck up. And you guys got it. I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say if you're offended by what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody paying my bills. Ain't nobody doing shit for me. And nobody needs to do shit for me. Because if anybody, because ain't like people used to tell me, well, nobody owes you anything. I'm like, ain't nobody have enough money to give me what I feel I'm owed. Ain't nobody a quadrillionaire. If you don't got $250, bitch, get the fuck out my way. Miss me with that shit. If you don't got a system that you could give me, you don't owe me. You can't give me shit. What the fuck you gonna give me? Your little bum ass check? That little fucking cheap ass $7,000 check you get every month? That ain't shit, nigga. I'll wipe my ass with that shit. I'll blow that shit in a week on fucking bullshit and forget about it. Give a fuck about that crap. Shit's crazy, man. But I'm sick of this world, guys. Like, I'm literally sick of this fucking world. Like, well, you guys, I'm not just saying this shit. Like, I literally am sick of it. And I'm tired of holding this shit in. Like, I gotta like be more transparent. I gotta be more transparent. Because I'm sick of this world. This election shit, this really made me realize it, because I've heard people that are like, because there'll be people like I talk to, like acquaintances, and we'll just have small talk, and then they'll be talking about, I think we'll be talking about shit that has nothing to do with the election or nothing in terms of like programming or propaganda, but then they'll go and mention the election, or they'll go mention something, and I'm at a point right now where I can't compromise no more. If you're on some, I'm not even to a point where I'm gonna say something disrespectful to them. I'm straight up, I'm ghosting you. Like, I'm gonna delete your number. You're not talking unless you got something to give me. If you're not if you don't think like me, fuck you. That's the type of, that's what I'm on right now. If you don't think like me or similar, fuck you. And that's plain and simple. I'm sick and tired of this shit, because it's like, it's so fake. Even like when I'm walking to the fucking, like, I'm walking and you see all these stupid ass people, like they'll be like looking at me like trying to say hello, like these stupid ass bitches looking at me like I'm supposed to say hello, or I'm supposed to say good morning. I'm like, bitch, why do you want to say good morning to me? I don't fuck with you, and you know I don't fuck with you, and you don't fuck with me, and I know you don't fuck with me. If we were to go have a conversation, it's gonna be about nothing. Like, what the fuck is the point? That's the thing about the US and America. It's like, it's meaningless. People want to sit here and talk to you about, oh, good morning, how's your day? Bitch, you know damn well you don't give a fuck about my day, and I know for a fact I don't give a fuck about your day. So why are you talking to me, bitch? Mind your fucking business. If we're gonna obviously build, and there's a reason, like you got a business, or you got some type of promotion, or it's some type of benefit, then okay, we can talk, we can chill. I don't mind that. But nah, it's like, you just want to talk on some bullshit. Nigga, fuck you. You're wasting my time. From now on, if you see anybody, if they're not on a real, like, if you see a bot, and you know, because you would look at somebody based upon the way they look and the way their cranium is shaped, the way they move, you can tell if they're a mid-level retard or an autistic or a normal person. And if you sense that they're a mid-level retard, then don't even talk to them no more. Just be like, don't be, I'm not saying be disrespectful, because I don't even need to be disrespectful, because being disrespectful, that takes energy. I'm just straight up apathetic. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll look at you, be like, oh, hi, good morning. I'll be like, keep walking. Don't say shit. And like, it's not even like I'm being mean. I'm just don't give a fuck. I don't even have a mean face. I just have a face like I don't give a fuck about you. And when I tell you, that shit irritates people more than you having an attitude. Because when you have an attitude, people look at you like, oh, he's crazy. He has an attitude. And then they shy away. But when you just don't give a shit, that pisses people off. And I'm like, why do you care? Because even if I responded to you And then I said, let's say, and so I start talking some deep shit. You're gonna be like, well, I don't have time for that, or I don't agree with that, or you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. So what the fuck is the point of you even telling me like hi or whatever? And they say, oh, I'm trying to be a good human being. Bitch, don't be a good human being to me. Who said you have to be a good human being? Be a good human being to fucking the whole goddamn to yourself. Why doesn't everybody be a good human being to themselves so therefore we won't be in this situation? Dumbass bitch, you just gotta go back to your shitty job, your regular ass life, and just do your regular shit, and that's it. Fucking stupid ass nigga. I swear I hate people, man. Like I literally don't like people. And when I say I don't like people, it's not like because back in the day when I used to get along with people, I used to be a retard. I used to be kind of dumb. I don't even want to say I was a retard or dumb, but I was never retarded or dumb. But I wasn't as deep. Like I don't know. It's just weird, man. This shit is just weird. But it's just. But I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. Peace or speak your pain, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's a link. But I'm done, man. Like when I get back, I'm gonna sell all my clothes on eBay. I'm gonna sell all my shit on eBay. That's gonna probably net me like a probably extra $2,000. I'm gonna sell it cheap too, because I stole all those fucking clothes, so I don't really give a shit. I stole them back in 2021. Remember that video I made back in 2021? I had all those clothes. Because I was like back in the days when I used to go fucking just steal whole. I was hella mad because usually when I get upset and angry, no, I don't do it no more. But back in the day when I get upset and angry, I used to just go and steal shit. And I remember, and it's funny because the times where I was hella upset and angry, that's when I always never get caught. And I remember I went for like a week straight, and I stole hella shit. I was getting back so much shit. My mom's like, "You always be going to the fucking stores. You need to give me some shit." And I got her something as well. And it was like around Christmas time and shit. She was like, "Don't get caught," but like she did. I remember one time I went stealing with my mom and shit. We went to Walmart. We stole some shit. She was like the lookout and shit. But yeah. But I'm about to sell. I got those clothes like 3 years ago. I'm about to sell all the motherfucking shits when I get back. I probably keep some to wear, but I'm straight up. I'm detaching from everything. I'm getting rid of everything that I have. I fucking Royale X. Well, I been was gonna return that shit. I wasn't. I'm gonna return that shit. Cost me damn near $900. It cost me $871 for that gaming PC handheld. Like I'm about to fucking get rid of that shit. I'm taking that shit back to Best Buy. That that little game shit you guys see me when I was at the airport, I was playing. That shit cost fucking $871 for that little cheap ass shit. Like this is what I say. This Matrix system is fucking retarded. Like everything sucks about it. Like even when you're in the system, everything sucks. Like I was playing my friend's gaming PC. He didn't nigga spend like fucking $4,000. It was not my friend, but like my cousin, and he had a nigga over and shit out, and he had like a fucking gaming PC. This is like he spent like $4,000. Everything maxed out. Ultra settings. It had the fucking 490 RTX, fucking hard drive. I think it was like 8 gigabyte. It was like a high gigabyte. Like everything was just running hella fast. And this nigga fucking like I played the game. He was playing a game, and I was like, is this on the max graphics? I'm expecting to see something like fucking like out of a movie. This nigga like, this is the max graphics. This is the best computer. I'm like, this shit looks fucking like some shit back in 2019 or 2021. Like it looks like some old ass shit. Like it's not even updated. And you spend all this money, and I'm like, what's the point? And I'm like thinking like it's like this system is a fucking joke. Like it's a hoax. Everything is a piece of shit. But everything you're programmed to think is good. Like people will go and buy a piece of shit Honda Accord for like $30,000 and be, oh, it was nice. Like bitch, that car's a piece of shit. If you were fucking a millionaire and you got a Rolls Royce, you're not gonna ever want to touch that shit. But since you're broke and you don't have shit, you're forced to look at it like it's something valuable. But it's really not. Even a Rolls Royce ain't shit. A Rolls Royce is a regular car. A Rolls Royce or a Lamborghini, that should be the standard. It's a regular car. But since we're in a capitalistic system and everything is forced to be shitty because it's about money, then you have to make shitty products because most people are broke. Most people aren't millionaires because it's hard to be a millionaire. It's hard to be a billionaire. So since it's hard to be a millionaire or billionaire, and most people aren't millionaires and billionaires, you have to make cheap products so people get acquiesced to having a cheap piece of shit product. You see what I'm saying? And then things like a Rolls Royce, which it should be standard for a fucking car, a standard quality, that shit ends up being like luxury, and that should be a regular car. That shouldn't even be nothing to really brag about. This is why the people who run the system, they look at all that shit like it's garbage. It's nothing, because it's nothing. The people who create this shit, they don't give a fuck about that shit. They care about control, power. They can care about how much a human being can build. Anytime you're working and you're at an office and you're working or you're in a construction, that's what they love. They love people working. They love people doing something to build the system. That's their money. That's their happiness. But you stupid niggas is worrying about the little cheap ass shit that you build, that little crap. And they say, oh, it's capitalism. Capitalism's good, nigga. All of the isms are fucking retarded. And then every time you say capitalism dumb, it's like, well, you can go to China and live in communism. Bitch, communism is bad too. The fuck? And who are you to say capitalism is better than communism or communism is better than capitalism? Because if you go to a communist country, there's citizens in that country that believe in communism and think that's good, and capitalism stupid. And you come to capitalism, they think that shit's stupid. That shit's good, and communism stupid. So it's really all created out of the same shit, nigga. To be honest, we need to create our own motherfucking shit, and that's it. And if nobody's talking about creating our own system, if nobody's telling me how to create my own fucking water or my own, first of all, I don't need any of that shit. So that's off the bat. But shit, I want to learn how to create a building or a house or something, which I'm gonna learn. But like, why isn't it like more prevalent for people to learn how to do this shit regularly? You see what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. So anybody's not talking about building their own. I want to learn how to build my own cell phone. I want to build my own internet connection. I want to have my own type of telecommunications like AT&T. And when I say my own, I don't mean just my. I'm saying like a group of people that think like me, and we can build our own, and we split. Like it's all of ours. Like let's just say we get like 10,000 people that think like us. We all have our own telecommunications, and we all work together to uphold it and keep it. We all have our own system. So I'm not saying I'm gonna do everything myself. Obviously, like we need help to do it, just like they have help. Ain't no one person create this whole technology. They need scientists. They need fucking people who are like people like the FDA to regulate it, to make sure if it's gonna kill the people fast enough. But in our case, we're not gonna try to kill the people. We're gonna do it better. But you see what I'm saying? They need FDA, they need the DEA, they need the police. If we're not talking about creating a system, nigga, fuck everybody, fuck all these stupid spiritual people. They can kiss my fucking ass. I don't give a fuck what any of them gotta say. Take your dusty ass dress with that fucking dirty ass seashell that you put on it. Then you think you spiritual. And you could take your ass and go jump off a fucking a pyramid, and they can bury your ass in that tomb since you like Egyptians so much. I fucking hate Egypt. I hate that fucking shit so much. I hate Egypt so much, to be honest. I hate that shit so much. People talk about, oh, Egypt, this, we need to go, but no, we don't need to go. But to be honest, nigga, first of all, America right now is better than Egypt. Last time I checked, nigga, I like Wi-Fi. I don't like living in the fucking dark. I'd rather be in a skyscraper than a fucking nasty, dirty ass hut. That's why your stupid ass lives in a house and you don't live in a fucking hut. You make fun of a person living in a tent. And a tent is more fucking is more advanced than a hut in some cases. The fuck? So if we're talking about Egypt or this, nigga, this is better than fucking Egypt, even though this shit sucks. Cause I like internet. I like fucking wearing fucking shoes and shit, and having computers that design shit like AI, so I don't have to waste time and we can create shit. That's better than living in a piece of shit Egypt with a bunch of shit stains on your fucking skirt and a dusty ass fucking unk with some rusted ass metal. The fuck? So fuck Egypt and fuck America. Fuck this country. Fuck the forefathers, whatever the fuck. Fuck Washington and all them faggots. Fuck all of them. They can all die and go to hell. All of them niggas should have died as a baby. We need to take all them motherfuckers and just kill all of them. I swear. I hate the government. I hate the system. We need to get all the fucking pedophiles and all the fucking like rapists, all the niggas who are the most sadistic, violent rapists. We need to get them all in a room, and every single Mason's child, put him in that fucking room, and then pay every predator $1,000 bonus for how violent they could sexually abuse and torture the child of that Mason or that Jew. We need to do that shit. That's the only time I have respect for a Jew, as after their children go through that treatment. Fuck all them niggas. They can all burn in hell. That's why I'm done with this fucking system at all. I hate this fucking system so much. And so I'm so happy I'm a fucking breatharian. Like you guys don't understand how fortunate I feel. Like I'm like, because I don't have. I'm working towards that detachment. I'm working towards that fucking detachment. Like, and I'm glad I'm getting there. Because like I pity people who like who are like have their fucking hand out complaining about, oh, we need this, we need that, or my kids need food. Like I'm never having kids because I don't need to eat. If I have kids, then I have to worry about food because they need to eat. So I never want to have to worry about that. So I would never have a fucking child in my fucking life because ain't no children breatharian. You can't force a child has to grow up and then come to that conclusion on their own. So I want to make it where I don't need to fuck with water, food, or any of that shit. So why the fuck am I gotta go have a child and have to worry about food, but for this fucking person for 18 years? Fuck out of here. I'm not doing that. He said you're going hard. I'm not even going hard. I'm regular. This is not even going hard. I'm not talking shit about you. Shout out to Third View. Check out his channel. But people who think I'm going hard, and like I said, it's not towards you. People who think I'm going hard is because they've been programmed by the system. And I know Third View ain't programmed, but there's other people probably thinking like, oh, you're going hard. But they have negative intentions. Third View, he doesn't have negative intentions. He's just saying it like in a way like he's laughing, it's funny. But other people, they think of the same thing, but they're like, oh, it's negative. Nigga, fuck you. You ain't shit. Are you a millionaire? Are you in a position of power? If you're not, then you can kiss my ass. If you work at Walmart and you have something to say about me, you ain't shit. How's in 2024 you ain't got your shit right? You ain't got nothing going on. Get the fuck out of here. If you're not no entrepreneur, if you're not, because people talk about, oh, you need to be a part of the system. It's about balance, about the, okay, then why aren't you a millionaire? Why don't you have fucking a business? And you don't have to be a millionaire, but why don't you have a profitable business that at least pulls in at least $10,000 a month? You don't have that because you can't get that because you're a fucking incompetent idiot. So you can only work at McDonald's or fucking Amazon. And when they fucking close those jobs up, you're going to have to wait and hope that the government fucking has some type of AI job on the internet that you can work for. It's fucking stupid. This world is dumb. And why the fuck did all these noisy ass things come since this fan just turned on now? It's hella noisy ass fan. Everywhere I go, it's fucking noisy and shit. I swear, I wish I could have had a brick. I would throw a brick and break that fucking fan. I don't care if I cause $1,000 worth of damage, nigga. I'll break that shit just to shut it up. This video is more valuable than that fucking cheap ass fan. Like, if this system is so strong, why doesn't they make a fan that's quiet? Why is it so noisy? Like, bitch, create some technology that the fan can still do what it does, but make it silent. Like I wake up in the morning, a fucking Mexican is cutting the grass with that loud ass lawnmower. Like, bitch, why don't you make a lawnmower that's quiet? Make it where it can run off gasoline that's quiet. Why is it gotta be fucking loud? Stupid asses. Like, you think these faggot Jews and these Masons have intelligence, but it's like these bitches. I don't know. Maybe they just do it on purpose because you can't be that stupid. Like, why the fuck does a lawnmower have to make so much noise? Make it quiet, bitch. Use technology to make it quiet. But no. They're gonna wait 10 years and then they'll release it and then they're gonna sell it to you for like $20,000 and then, oh, look at this new come to CES 2029. The CES was like the Consumer Electronics Convention or whatever, and look at this new lawnmower without, like, bitch, it took you fucking like 10, 20, 30 years to make that shit. You could have released that shit like 10 years ago. Fuck out of here, nigga. Another reason why the system ain't shit. It's cheap. And then they want you to work for all this crap. I'm supposed to work for this money to buy something just for it to be crap. Like that fucking gaming handheld I got. That shit's like $871 after taxes. That shit is fucking crashes all my games. The games don't even look that good. Like, it still looks like a video game. Like, if I'm paying $800 for a gaming shit, you think the graphics should look real life. It should look like I'm watching a real cartoon or a real movie. But this shit looks all pixelated. I'm like, people are paying all this money for high-end PC because I thought, like, because I used to be into gaming a lot, and I know it's like as I evolve more, I don't even like gaming like that no more. It's fucking it's retarded. It's stupid, and it's like it's just dumb. And even all the video games I play is all masonry. The way they fucking talk, the setting, the theme, it's all masonry in the old. Like it's just retarded. And that's why I can't watch movies and I can't play video. I can't even enjoy video games no more. It's crazy. I can't enjoy shit really, and it's not that I can't enjoy it. Like I can enjoy life, but like this is the thing. Like when once you are up right there, and you could be like I just have enjoyment off not doing shit. Like just sitting and just we're doing my purpose or just chilling. Like I literally like making this video. I'm having more fun than if I could go and do some other shit because it's all retarded. Everything's masonry. That's why I can't watch a movie. I can't play a video game because I see too much masonry in it. I'm gonna read some of these comments. Give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna take a piss. Okay, I'm gonna read some of these comments like spot on, Chauncey. The system is over. It's a shell of what it used to be. It's always been over. It's never been on. It's like it's always been over. It's never been on. It's just the thing is, the more and more I'm on this breatharian path, and I'm building more what they call prana or chi. It's not called that. That's masonry. Prana, chi, anything that you get off the internet that's in an English language is fucking masonry. Some things I have to use, so I'm gonna use it. But all that shit is prana and chi. Nigga, when you build a lot of that prana and chi, it sustains you. You don't need shit. This is why you see people in the jungle. Like when you see a monk and they go like 10 days without in silence, you guys sit there and be like, oh, they're forcing themselves to be silent for 10 days. No, they love being silent for 10 days. You'd be like, oh, this person went on a fast for 20 days and he disconnected from the internet, and monks are in the wilderness because they know a monk and the reason I say because fuck a monk because that's Masonic too, but they're the closest thing to what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, because a monk is created by a mason. The first monk was actually a fucking mason, so you guys gotta understand that. But what you gotta understand is that all of this shit, I lost my point, but yeah, all of this shit that they're trying to sell you is it's all bullshit. Just understand that. When you build prana and chi, it generates happiness from within and not needing. And then when I say happiness, happiness is not needing. Happiness doesn't mean like, oh, hi, smiling. And don't get me wrong, you can be, but it's like you're not needing. So when there's a lot of when you generate a lot of prana and chi, you don't need shit. So when you see all these people, like you may say, oh, monk is crazy because he doesn't need to talk for 7 days. No, nigga, this nigga just built his energy up where he's at peace, not talking. He's ain't nobody who's going on these extensive sacrifices of food, clothing, and for the most part, when they reach a certain level, they enjoy that shit. They like that shit. It's not like it's hard. That's why when you look at like the same way you may look at somebody who's doing that as like that's crazy. They look at you like, why are you doing all this shit? It's crazy. It's a perspective. But a lot of you niggas is in the, not saying you guys, but you guys are in the Masonic mind. So you think all your desires and all your pleasures is crafted. It's not your desire. You don't like the shit you like. Like I remember back in 2020 when I was doing my fast. I remember I was on my 10 days of fast. And there was a certain particular restaurant and a certain dish that I wanted to eat, and I was craving it. And I was in my fast, like I can't eat it because I'm on my fast. And I ended my fast, but I didn't go to the restaurant. I forgot about it. And then over like a year, it crossed my mind. I think because I moved from that location, so I didn't go there. But like 2 years later, even up until now, I don't even crave that. That place that I wanted to go is disgusting. But imagine if I would have if I would have caved into my cravings then, I would have put poison in my body that I thought I wanted, but I didn't want. But you see how over time, as I built the energy, now that same restaurant, I look at it, it was a Thai restaurant, Thai food. I hate Thai food. It's disgusting. Just thinking about it makes me want to gag. But there was a time I used to love Thai food and Indian food and all that type of exotic cuisine. Like that shit, like right now it's nasty as fuck. But at that one time, I hella want to go there, but I was like, I was doing my fast. I was like, I can't break my fast. Then when I broke my fast, I ate something else, and then I forgot about it. And then like a year later, I stopped eating this shit. And like now, looking back, I never ever went to that restaurant, and I don't even know how it tastes. But I don't even want to go there. But I never tried it when I did want it. But like you see what I'm saying? So a lot of the shit that you like is crafted. Even like the video game, masturbation, or not masturbation, that's like an internal desire because it's sex. Just like food, that's something you got to go through and get rid of. But like things that you guys think like you guys like something, you really don't even like that shit. Even to a degree, masturbation, because not saying that you don't like to have sex, but a lot of the, even like the type of women you crave and like fetishes, that's mental illness. Like when you have certain weird fetishes, that's mental illness. So that's not really what you like. It's just because the same area that processes your emotion for food is the same with sex. So sex and food is the same thing. This is why when you see a cartoon and you see somebody eating food or looking at a woman, they always drool from their mouth. They're like when you see something that looks tasty, like, man, that looks good. When a nigga sees a fine woman, man, she look good. It's the same area. Food and sex is correlated. When you're in the middle of fucking somebody and you're in like that and it feels good, it's the same way as when you're in the middle of eating your favorite food and you haven't eaten for 3 days. You're in that bliss. It's the same thing. Food and sex is the same shit. So a lot of the food, like when you have a mental illness, your eating habits and your sexual habits are morphed. This is why a person who's mentally ill, they eat ice cream a lot. A person who's mentally ill, they're attracted to fucking kids and they're attracted to like all this weird sexual shit. It's because food it's correlated, and when you have a mental illness, it affects it. And a lot of that shit is crafted. A lot of the desires you have because they have television programs. So you watch channels on TV, you watch all this porn, and then you watch a certain porn that you're not even attracted to that type of person, but you watch it so many times you want to watch some weird shit. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing because it's correlated. It's the same with food. People eat the most weirdest shit. You see, go on TikTok, people mixing this and that, or when people smoke weed or they do something where they fuck up that part of the brain, they end up craving weird cravings of weird shit, or they like to mix shit. It's all the same shit. Food and sex is all like it's the same thing, and it's an addiction. It's a drug. All the any if you're the only type of because I told you guys food was a drug. The only food that isn't a drug will be raw food. So all you niggas say, "Well, I need to eat my food." Like shout out to Mooney Mercury. He's like, I feel like I don't need to eat, and we don't need to eat. I'm good, and you're right. You do need, you may need not need to eat, but would you eat raw vegan? Because raw vegan is still food. Go eat a raw vegan diet and never eat cooked food. You can't because you're addicted to cooked food because the chemicals, the MSG, all those names that you can't pronounce, those are chemicals that you're addicted to. And if you were to tell me that I don't need to fast or it's not that important, what I would say is you just haven't been on a long enough fast. Because once you start going on a dry fast, once you go on a dry fast for over 7 to 10 days, and you start putting processed food, cooked food in your body, you will understand what I'm talking about. That it's a drug. If you've been on a fast for 3 4 days, you really haven't even experienced what it really feels like to not have food in your system because you haven't desensitized your senses. It's to a point where when I ate, I went on a 7 day fast. It was a dry fast. That's the longest dry fast I went, was 7 days. I remember when I ate food, my feet swelled up, and I think I drank some like not I drank water and Crystal Geyser water. It was a spring water, and I tasted the chemicals in it. I ate some fucking chicken and I tasted chemicals. This is organic chicken. I tasted chemicals because all the processed shit that the chicken eats, it's in there. Like there's a lot, all that shit that they say is organic is not organic. When they say something's organic, it means it's a certain percentage of organic. It doesn't have to be 100% organic. It's only like probably 80% organic and the rest is filler. But it has to be a certain percentage. That's why they sell cheap ass organic food in certain Dollar Trees because it's not really fully organic. And there's different tiers of organic. So you guys got to understand all what I'm talking about when I say all this shit. Like it's just crazy. But when you go on a long fast for over 10 days, that's when you really start feeling like, okay, food is a drug, and you get addicted to that shit. That's why when you become a breatharian, you do get to that certain level. If you start eating too much, you won't. You will never revert. Like me, I can never go back to where I was back in 2019. But the cravings is still there. But the thing is, though, you'll have cravings. Like I said in my post, you'll have cravings, but you don't feel hungry. It's just like when you smoke heroin. If somebody smoke heroin or drugs, you don't need drugs to live, but you still crave it. That's kind of like when you are a full breatharian, but you start eating again. You don't need it, but you crave it. You see what I'm saying? And then that craving, this is where once you reach a certain level of breatharianism, not because there's different levels. Breatharian doesn't just mean you don't eat. There's different levels. Breatharian means eating very little to none at all. But once you reach a certain level, you realize that even when you do eat, you're eating because of the craving, because of the drug. So food becomes a drug. It doesn't become something you eat because you're hungry, because the hunger is eliminated, but the craving is still there, which you have to battle. So this is where food becomes. Food is always a drug, but this is where you become evident that food is a drug. So you always got to keep that shit in mind. Because this is a process. It's a long process. It takes years. For some people, it can be happen quick. There's this one female. She watched my channel. She's from St. Croix Island. I talked to her years ago, and she watched my channel. I think she still do. And she was straight breatharian from the beginning. And she didn't really have to do that. Some people, that's very rare though. That's a very, very rare. But most people, it takes years. Maybe it take you 2-3 years. Maybe it take you 10 years. It shouldn't take you more than 10 years. 10 years is the max. But within that way, some people, there's this other breatharian. Her name's Nahiba. She's a breatharian. And she, ever since she was born, she just never really fucking fuck with food. So some people, it can happen. But most people, it takes time to build the energy. Once you build that energy, then that's when, like, the world changes, shit changes, and this goes beyond food. This goes to your reality changes. It goes to your reality changing. I don't want to get too much into certain shit, but the system is over, shallow what it used to be, and energetically, it cannot last. It well, if nobody does anything to really wake up, then it's gonna last. You don't think the system just gonna collapse by itself? Because you gotta even understand, like, even if the system were to collapse today, most people are going down with it. Like, that always baffled me. You see these stupid conscious ass fucking Anunnaki niggers in the fucking conscious community, and then they'll be like, "Oh, the system needs to collapse." But I'm like, nigga, you still eat fried chicken, you still eat watermelon, you still do nigger shit, nigga. If the system collapses, how are you gonna do all those nigger shit that you're doing? How you gonna go rob a fucking? How you gonna go do a bank jugging and rob a nigga at Bank of America if the system collapsed? Because there'll be no more Bank of America. So how would you get money to go rob a nigga? Like, they don't even use a common sense. Like, they're not doing nothing to prepare themselves so they don't need the system. They're just saying, "Oh, the system needs to collapse." Nigga, if the system collapsed, you niggas will be dead. If you don't have if the DEA isn't putting drugs on the street and you're not selling drugs, yo nigga ass don't have no money to go fucking flip to go out and buy Gucci. You wouldn't have a crack in Italy making Gucci. If they don't even use their brain. They don't even prepare themselves for when the system. They say, "Oh, the system needs to collapse, bitch." So pretty much you just want suicide, because that's what's gonna happen. Is you're gonna die if the system collapse. You seen the movie Castaway? Like that would be the whole fucking world without the beach volleyball, nigga, because that shit is created by Drew and the Masons, volleyball. So nigga, like, I don't know, these niggas is out of their goddamn mind. It always baffled me. And then when I back in the day when I seen shit like that, I used to just blow it past my mind, because I used to, anything that didn't make sense, I used to be like, well, it's spiritual, and that would be my rationalization for it. And like, I wasn't too deep. Don't make me think I was too deep, because anything I get lost in, I get out quick. Like, I get lost in a little bit, then I get out quick. Something about me, I don't get lost too long. I spot the details. Shit's crazy. Say, I love all your energy. Some of your best videos express rage. I ultimately come from love. To be honest, love ain't really shit. Love is actually demonic. Because when you talk about love, is what it is. Love is just what it is. Don't make people think love is something. I'm not saying just like you have love and love is good, hate is good. Hate a situation you're in, that's good. If you love a negative situation, that's bad. So love has nothing to do with spirituality or anything demonic. This 3D realm. So you gotta understand love ain't really shit. Love is what it is. It's not bad, it ain't good. It's just a tool we use. Just like depression and anger. It's just a tool. You can't say if anything, it's part of this human experience. But if you can love something, you can hate something. So love is just what it is. It's just love. But I get what you're saying. No. So when I get attention and I respect your attention. But I like to speak a little bit deeper just to try to realize so you don't get lost in these programs. Because a lot of these fake spiritual people have you think it's love. Like I was doing the Qigong session, and shout out to brother Jerome. I'm not hitting on him. I respect his work, but he'll be talking about like feel the love and energy. Like we'll be doing the Qigong, and he'll be like, feel the love energy around you. And I'm like, that's not love energy. That's just what the fuck it is. Qigong ain't love energy. Qigong ain't spiritual. Qigong is part of this human existence. Don't think Qigong is some type of spirit. You could do Qigong and it can give you energy to be more of a demon. It's not no positive type of energy. It's not a negative energy. It's just what it is. There's Qigong masters that they did Qigong and fucking they became fucking they didn't utilize the energy. A lot of Qigong masters, they became sexual predators and they preyed on their students and there's fucking scandals on them. And they were Qigong masters because they had energy, but they didn't channel, they didn't do the other necessary work spiritually. So it amplified their sexual desires and there are other fucking problems that have because it makes you more. So if you're like a demon, it's gonna make you a better demon. But you really can't be a better demon because karma and the universal law of cause and effect is always gonna get your ass. So it's not like you see what I'm saying? You really can't be a better demon, but it'll allow you to be more of a suave, be able to manipulate more and better and look better. And but like whatever you do, got to make you. Your hatred of the system is love. When I say I hate the system, to be honest, I say destroy the system. What I'm saying is the Masons and the Jews, they can have their system. Just go in your far corner of the world and leave me the fuck alone. And I want to go in my far corner and do what I want to do. And because I can't say a Jewish or a fucking Mason has no right to live because they're a spirit just like all of us. They have a spirit. They're not soulless. They have a spirit. They're just very sunken low on the spirit level. And maybe in eternity or in a trillion billion years, they'll get out of it and they'll become something great. But in order for them to ever, they're going to have to go through a lot of pain and suffering, aka shadow work. Because a lot of you guys say, well, we all have to do the shadow work. But sometimes the shadow work, you could be so much of a demon that shadow work actually means you having to experience pain and suffering to punish yourself because of the shit you did. So the Masons and Jews, they're in a situation where their shadow work is actually having to face repercussions for what they did, which they don't want to do. So because they're a spirit, they have shadow work to do. Just like we have shadow work, they have shadow work. Their shadow work has to do with this system and creating a system that to get this shit right. But they've done so much negative shit. Even if they do it, it's still gonna have repercussions. So like at this point, it's like they might as well just go all in. That's how they see it. So I'm not saying like we gotta kill all of them. The reason I say that is because they're just in the way. But if they were to go have their system and anybody who wants to live with them in their far corner of the world, I'm okay with that. They have a right to live and do their shit. But the thing is like how they're intrusive. They're so intrusive. They want to control everything and they want to force you to be in their life. Like that's the problem. And the only way I can see so far to get out of that intrusiveness of the Jews and Masons is to become self-sufficient when it comes to fucking, sleeping, and eating, drinking, and any type of desire. Once you're able to quell your desire and get rid of it or minimalize it, then that's the less power they have. So all of you guys say, I'm not powerful, I can't do this, these Jews and Masons, how am I gonna get rid of your desires, lower them? That is you're defeating. They don't like that shit. When you get rid of your desires, and like even me teaching people how to not eat and how to not eat as much, and they don't like that shit. You don't have to. I'm not saying I know everything. I know the system in and out. Like that nigga Dolo, this nigga, he be breaking the system down left and right. That's because this nigga like can actually go into these niggas' minds and see what the fuck they experience, because he's on some whole nother shit. Each spirit has different capabilities and power. So one of his capabilities is he's able to go into their mind and see. So he's able to break shit down. So that's the way it is. But at the end of the day, don't feel like you gotta know it. You just gotta learn how to do your own thing and not be dependent on this shit. And then the rest will follow itself. Once you're able to, this is why I tell you guys, focus on having a clear mind. Focus on getting your mind clear. That's the most important thing in this time. Fuck the job, fuck the money, fuck all that stupid shit. And it don't get me wrong. If you have a solution or a plan that involves money, then go ahead and do that. But if you're doing that for over a month and you don't see no motion, then you wasting your fucking time. Because what you need to analyze. Because a lot of you guys say, "Oh, it's about money. It's about money." You're crazy, enough, or fucking Chauncey One. You're crazy. It's about money. But yet these same niggas ain't a millionaire. These same niggas they don't got no money. So obviously that ain't working for you, nigga. So this is why I say get your mind clear. And then once you get your mind clear, you will know what you need to do. And everything will come. I'm not saying you won't have no problems, but even when you have a problem, it's gonna be like a good problem. Like, because even if the worst shit happens to you, you have artillery, you have armory to protect yourself. Like it's like if I go into a gunfight and I have a bulletproof vest and one of those crazy ass metal vests that they have, like those fucking those heavy armory vests, and the nigga shoots me and I don't get hit, that's the equivalent of you clearing your mind. And once you clear your mind, that's your armory. A strong mind is your armory. Then once you clear your mind, then everything follows. Anything negative happens, which negative things are gonna happen to you. You have armory, so it ain't a thing. You see what I'm saying? That's how you gotta look at that shit. I believe 55%. What's that supposed to mean? 55% what I was saying? So why don't we have a car tire that can't be destroyed by a thumbtack? Yeah, I remember back in 2012, I seen a Facebook post. This was 2012. I seen a Facebook post, and they were like, it showed a picture of a tire that was airless and it cannot get flat. And back then, I was like, why don't they have that now? And you just mentioned that the reason they don't have it is because of the capitalism, because of money. I don't even want to say it's because of money. Really, on a certain level, it's because of money. But you guys got to understand. You got to realize, like, it's more on a higher level. It's deeper than money. They got to keep you stagnated. They got to keep you, because you could say, oh, they trying to make money. They try to make money, but yet, bitch, they create the money. So they just need your attention, which generates money. Because money is really not even money if you don't work for it. This is why when you go rob a bank, like, because everything about like this. Because I remember, like,
I was in a store and somebody had a fake $20 bill, and then the bitch is all looking at the $20 bill, like she's just sitting here spending like 10 minutes looking at the bill, like if it's fake, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why does it matter if it's fake? Like, just take the fucking money, like it's money, but it looks like the real thing because it looked real, and I was like, why are they looking at it? It's like because it's fake. But I'm looking at like if I went and I robbed a bank, or if I went and I robbed the store that I was at, and I took that money and I came into the store and I bought something, they're not gonna say, well, this money came from a bank. This money came from a theft. I can't take. They don't have no measurement to see. So you would take. So that's like I can tell. It's all fake because they will take stolen money, but they won't take fake money. But yet, stolen money is the same as fake money because fake money they'll say is stolen. That's why, because you're trying to steal a product. So it's all fake. It has nothing to do with money. It has to do with control. They need to believe that you worked for this money. When you steal money and it's real, they think you worked for it, so they can't. There's no measurement. This is probably why they want digital currency, so they can kind of stop that shit. But it made me just question, like, this shit is retarded. Like, you're sitting here tripping over a fake dollar, a fake 20. But if I robbed you and I took the money I robbed you and I gave it to somebody and they came to your store and bought something, you wouldn't care. You wouldn't even know. So that tells me that it's not about money. It's about them believing that you have some type of money or value. It's all fucking retarded. Like I said, this system is fucking stupid. Stupid. Yeah, there's a lot of shit they refuse to release. And like I said, technology is nothing. Technology is shit. Like everything about technology is like there's no even if they fucking created a UFO the size of Times Square, like I don't give a fuck. Like who cares? You put a bunch of nuts and bolts and computer together. That's nothing. Who cares? The reason you think it's so special is because you're under Masonic doctrine. You're under their education system. So they want you to believe that a car is spectacular. Oh, Henry Ford created the first car. Nigga, fuck that old ass dead bitch and his fucking family. Fuck that nigger. I don't care about no fucking car, bitch. Like, think I give a fuck about a damn car? Who cares? If everybody knew how to make a car, would that be normal? Everybody knows how to tie a shoe. Is that special? A 7-year-old knows how to tie a shoe. But if I went into a society and everybody didn't know how, if I went to an African village and nobody knew how to tie a fucking shoe, and I knew how to tie a shoe, I bet you they'll be looking at me in all awe, like, ooh, look at him, he ties a shoe. But yet, if I taught everybody how to tie a shoe, and we fast forward 100 years, tying your shoe would be normal, and it'll be something that was learned as a tradition, and they taught everyone. Same with a car. A car ain't shit. Anybody could build a fucking car. They just don't teach it in the education system for obvious reasons, and then you look at it like it's special. It ain't nothing. No technology is special. Every technology is fucking retarded, stupid. I don't care what it is. It's dumb. Every computer, every fucking car is stupid. Cell phones, internet's dumb. Like, who gives a shit, bitch? Like, that's basic. Like, bitch, obviously create a fucking car if I need to go somewhere. And even, why do I need to go somewhere? If Earth is as big as it is, and I can build whatever I want to build, why don't I just build everything I need within my vicinity, within walking distance? And maybe I'll take a bicycle if it's a little far. The reason you need a car is because they deliberately structure everything to be far away. So now you need gasoline. So now the gasoline industry can make money because your job is fucking 20 miles away. Why don't they just make your job next door? Because if they created it like that, then you won't have to spend money on gasoline to get to your job, and then you won't have to spend money on a car, and then the car industry, the gasoline industry, and then the mechanic industry. When your car breaks down, you see what I'm saying? All the same fucking shit. It's useless. So every technology, like even a video game, people say, oh, video games are fun and this and that, and look, it's this new height. But why the fuck do you even create a video game? Like, it's fucking retarded, dude. People just looking at a screen, wasting their damn time. To be anybody playing a for hours on end, they're depressed and miserable with their life. They can't do anything fun. If you have billions of dollars at your disposal and you're able to do anything, probably like 90% of people would not who play video games wouldn't even be playing them because they'll be out doing shit. The reason people play games because that's their income level parameter to have fun. Can't go out and do the shit they want to do, so they have to spend money playing games, and they hate their miserable job or their life, so they distract themselves. It's like it's all like technology is built off like mental illness and people being mentally ill. This shit is crazy. Yeah, I'm just going through these comments. They can only they can only free they can only feed on and control those fear and desire. They have no actual power. They do have power. They have power over the dumbass bots and dumbass sheep. So don't say that these Masons and Jews don't like it. For you to say they don't have power is a lie. Look at how many fucking retards you see walking around here. These motherfuckers got power for the time being. And I'm not gonna sit there and I'll be a fool to say that, oh, the Masons, they don't have power. They're stupid. No, obviously they doing something right because the average person when I walk out my door is a fucking retard. And the average person, I see a Mason and a Jewish person's mind. So for me to say a Mason or a Jew is a fucking fool or an idiot and they don't know what they're doing, that's kind of foolish on my part. I recognize real when I recognize real. And to be honest, Mason, the average Mason and Jew who runs this shit, they are intelligent compared to the average dumbass nigger or cracker that walks out their fucking house thinking that they know better. Bitch, you going to go vote for a camel toe. Fucking Orange Man. That faggot ass nigga. I don't know why the fuck his ass is 80 years old. He's still alive, nigga. Hurry up and die. They're gonna go vote for them. Yet they want to say how dumb the government is and how we need to. Bitch, they gave you the option to choose. So they're more smart than you. They're more intelligent than you. Don't get out of your ego. If you're a conscious nigger talking about Egypt, a Jew and a Mason is more intelligent than your stupid nigger ass. Get the fuck out of here. And anybody that says that, they just in their fucking ego. They're just saying it. You can't tell me that they don't know what the fuck they doing and they ain't smart. But where I go, when I come out my house, I see the average person that's a Jew or that acts like a Jew or a Mason. I'm a Hebrew. I said a fucking nigga. This is one channel. It's called YT Wake 'em Up. I'm gonna start calling these channels out. I don't give a fuck. His name is YT Wake 'em Up. He talks about like TikTok videos. This nigga talk about, oh, I was like fucking 20 years old and I was making $300 a day. Cause bitch, I don't give a fuck about you making $300 a day under some Masonic system, bitch. I don't give a shit. That doesn't impress me, nigga. You call yourself a Hebrew Israelite. The moment I heard him say I'm a Hebrew Israelite, nigga, you just a stupid nigger. You dumb. Nothing impressed me. Oh, I make $300 a day. I always had an entrepreneurial mindset means you had a Jewish Mason mindset, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Why do you need so much money? You need to eat. You weak ass nigga. You need food. You weak ass nigga. You need to drink. Weak ass nigga. You have a desire to wear nice clothes. You weak ass nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Stupid ass. That doesn't impress me. That might impress some stupid ass regular. That doesn't impress me. Never will impress me. Give a fuck about this shit. Nothing impressed me, to be honest. But if I want to just speak to say something might impress me, shit, probably being a breatharian and not needing shit. AKA the closest thing I respect is a monk. This old ass, ugly ass white bitch is looking at me. We're old ass, gray hair. I fucking hate this, but I can't. I'm so glad I'm taking a flight tomorrow out of this fucking place. Shit's crazy. So have you ever heard of flow practice? It's like a mix of breath work, Qigong. I heard about it now because you mentioned it. I'm gonna look into it. To be honest, when I do, I pretty much do that because when I'm twisting my neck like this, that's yoga. When I'm moving my hips, that's yoga in a way. And then the breath work, we're breathing. When we do the movements, we're breathing in. And then the Qigong is the movements with the hands and the poses. So technically, that's what I do. Probably like the yoga, you could probably implement it a little more. But I'm gonna look into that. Thank you for that. I'm gonna look into that. Because it's funny how you said breathwork, yoga, Qigong. And isn't that the shit that I've been telling you niggas about? Breathwork, yoga, Qigong. That's all you need. That's all you need. And then you like sometimes like I'm like you, some of you guys may be so sick and so fucked up where you may need something like a herb. And if you need an herb, I'm not telling you don't take a herb. Take a herb. Take whatever you need. Shit, even take a medication if you need it. But if you're on medications, if you're on herbs, if you're on a healthy diet, practice qigong, fasting, and yoga, and eventually you won't even need that herb or that healthy diet or whatever. So I'm not. I don't want you guys to think I'm against herbs and because the teeth aid. Remember the teeth aid I showed you with the foam and the Still by Pro. That's a herb. And I tell you guys, so I'm not against herbs. It's just anytime you're using an herb, you always need to be this with anything where you're using an herb or you're growing food or you're doing anything of the matrix that you have to be dependent externally. You always want to be doing the self internal shadow work to generate energy. So eventually you don't need that. You never want to just, oh, I want to grow my own farm. I want to take herbs. I want to eat healthy, but then there's no end goal. There's no end result. You see what I'm saying? Like the end result should always be you don't need it. And you do that by practicing yoga, fasting, qigong. And it may take 5 years, it may take 10 years, it may take a year, but eventually you're not going to need shit. And just that's why I say make it a lifestyle, and it's easy. Shout out to Cassandra. Filipino nigga. Shout out from the Philippines. The P. We in the P. Philippine. Shout out. But I'm just joking. But but yeah, guys. I'm at 7%. We took it 4%. Then I'm about to end this live stream. I'm gonna come back at you guys a little later. But I fuck with all you niggas, man. Like, don't let me know. Like, all this anger, like, to be honest, I don't really give a fuck about no one. Like, even these Masons and Jews, I don't give a shit about them. It just, like, why can't they just go in a corner of the world and just leave everyone alone? And, like, people just do their own thing. Like, that's the thing. Like, they're just how intrusive. That's the only problem I have because every spirit has a right to exist, and I can't say nothing about it. Like, it's not, because if I could say something about it, I'll have them eliminated. But I can't, so that's why they're still here. So since I can't say nothing about it, I don't have a problem with them here. But it's like how intrusive. So I don't even give a fuck about these Jews and Masons. Like most of the shit I say about them and they kids, that's just satire. I'm just fucking. I'm not fucking around. If I actually had a button I could push to make all their children get fucking violently sexually abused and killed and tortured, I would do it. I'm not gonna lie. But like I don't really give a fuck. Like at the end of the day, I don't really give a fuck. But it's just people just need to mind their business and leave people alone. That's the problem I have. Just leave people the fuck alone. I'm just sick and tired of this shit, man. And like it's to a point where like now I see why Nature Boy wanted to leave this country. And like I said, I don't agree with Nature Boy and his doctors. I do not agree with it. But I agree getting the fuck up out of this country. And I look at it, it's fucked up how this nigga left the country and then they forced him to come back, and then he got caught up when he came and got like some bullshit happened while he was in America, and then he went to jail for life. It's fucked up. And he left the country to get away from this shit. And like it just is ridiculous. Like he should where he fucked up as is he went to he moved he would have come to America to an area where there was like mostly people that weren't black. Or if he was gonna be around black people, be around Africans. But he fucked up, man. He was dealing with too many niggas, and he went to Atlanta. If you're gonna deal, Atlanta has the most mentally ill black people. Like everything in the system is reversed. They tell you Atlanta is like the place where it's the most. No, Atlanta has the most damaged black people. I didn't know black people was this damaged. Every place I've been to, Africa, California, I've been to other fucking countries. I seen black people and they're normal. Like black people have more mental illness in Atlanta than anywhere else. And I think this is the new thing because I've been at the ATL in Georgia. I've been here a lot of times, like because I got family that's out here, and so on my mom's side we got family. So I've been here, and it wasn't like I think this is like a thing because energy is a lot, toxic is a lot. Like I'm so, and it's crazy how that nigga Nature Boy he got caught up in Atlanta. So this is why you can't. And who got him caught up? Niggas. That's why I don't. And then when you see the black people out here, the black people out here are very toxic. I don't like the black people out here. Being out here made me low key not even like black people like that. That's why I'm full African. Don't ever call me no African American. They said I was half African, half Nigerian. No, I'm full African, nigga. I'm full African. When people ask me who I am, I'm from Nigeria. I ain't no fucking. I'm not no color cream. So we all have a natural right of sovereignty. Not really, not really. If that's the case, then you wouldn't have to work a 9 to 5. You wouldn't be getting enslaved. I see what you mean, and it needs to be like that. But sadly, that's not the case. If you don't fight for your sovereignty and your you don't have no sovereignty. You don't have no sovereignty. You don't have your sovereignty and you work for it. Nothing is free in the world. Remember I told you? Nothing is free in this world. Everything costs money. So if you don't have your serenity because you work hard to get it, then ain't nobody gonna give it to you. Ain't nobody give you your serenity. You have to work for it. If everybody had a right to serenity, then a cop wouldn't be able to fucking search your house all on the basis of a fucking search warrant. Who the fuck you have a warrant to search my house? A judge? Who the fuck is that piece of shit? So there ain't no serenity. If a cop wants to come down and harass me, they have it. They can do it and get away with it. Yeah, I can file a lawsuit, but that's gonna take years and months, and it's gonna take money and an attorney. Shit. You see what I'm saying? This system ain't shit. There ain't no serenity. They create that shit to make you think, to keep the people asleep. Because if they made it so bad, then people will wake up, and then at that point, they're gonna have to just kill everybody and nuke everyone. But I'm gonna have to end this live. I would like to stay a little bit longer, but yeah, Nate calls, like I say. Not that I gotta take a piss, but the nature in this fucking phone. Why the fuck is my phone at 3%, nigga? It should be at 14%, but obviously the way the resources and how they built the shit, it made it 3% at this moment instead of like 20-something%. Because so I'm out. Peace.